I'm going to show y'all some beginner acrylic application using MakarttPro's low odor monomer and pink pearl acrylic cover powder. One thing about doing acrylic application is all products are not made equally, and you definitely need products that are good for a beginner, okay? I know that you see all these really perfect and aesthetically pleasing application videos, and it makes it look so easy. You're like, I can do that. I remember 14 years ago when I started doing this, and I picked up a Kiss acrylic kit from Rite Aid, and I was like, oh shit, this is fucking hard. But all the videos I've been watching made me believe that I could just go and, get a kit and do it. And in this video, I'm using a system that is designed to have a lot of forgiveness. And when I tell you that this is forgiving, I mean that it stays moldable for a really long time, and it's really easy to mold. It doesn't get stuck in your brush. It doesn't, you could pick up a runny bead, but you'd have to try really hard. If you just take your brush, you tap it on the side of the dish halfway up the bristles. That's my sweet spot. And then tap it in the powder. I can make a video going over that and show you guys what I do to ensure that my bead is not too wet or too dry. But I've used a lot of different powders, and a lot of the times it's very much so the product. It's different for every product. This product, I feel, is really difficult to mess up. It's really hard to have too wet or too dry of a bead. I will make a video actually showing you guys tomorrow what I mean by that. If you wipe the brush halfway up the monomer pot, like if you go from the bottom, the very tip of the brush, and then the ferrule of the brush, that's like where it's connected to the brush handle. If you wipe it directly to halfway, so the halfway point, does that make sense? And then you dip in your powder, you should be good, okay? But not all acrylic powder and monomer systems are made equal. And some of them, you can do what I just said, and it doesn't matter. You might still have too runny of a bead, or it just might be too dry. Who knows? It's a lot more difficult sometimes to navigate that liquid to powder ratio. And I feel like this brand is very forgiving. There's a reason that it's very beginner friendly. It's also great for pros. Some people like to work more slowly. I think that this brand allows you to work quickly or slowly because the product, it sets slowly, but it stays in place even when it's not completely set. So if you decide, okay, I'm happy with where the product is at and you want to move on to the next nail, you can. But you have a really long window to still be able to move that product around. Does that make sense? My nose is a little stuffy right now, so I'm sorry if you can't understand me.